Have you ever wondered if AI is really coming for your job? Because deep down, every one of us has felt it. That quiet panic whenever we hear about another company streamlining operations. That's what they call it now. Streamlining. It sounds harmless, doesn't it? But what it really means is that someone's role just got replaced by software. And here's the part nobody wants to admit. It's not happening slowly. It's happening right now. Every week, another press release. Thousands of workers gone. Departments reduced to one person and a subscription to an AI tool. You don't even see it until it's already happened. It's invisible, quiet, efficient. One day your workload lightens and you think, wow, things are finally getting easier. Then next quarter, your position isn't required anymore. That's not the future of work. That's the present. So let's stop pretending this is far away. Let's talk about the truth. The jobs AI is already eating alive, and the ones that are next. Because if you understand how it's happening, you can still get ahead of it. But if you don't, you'll wake up one morning and realize it's already too late. For decades, admin roles were the backbone of every business. Assistants, coordinators, project schedulers, they kept things running. But the new AI generation doesn't just help with work, it is the worker. Microsoft Copilot, Notion AI, and ChatGPT Enterprise are now handling inboxes, calendars, summaries, and follow-ups without breaking a sweat. Picture this. An executive used to pay an assistant $60,000 a year to manage their schedule. Now, a $30 per month tool does the same thing. Faster, cleaner, and without vacation days. It doesn't need to check in. It doesn't call in sick, and it doesn't forget. And that's what makes it terrifying, because AI doesn't make mistakes. It eliminates them. It doesn't replace bad employees. It replaces efficient ones. So when people say, AI can't replace me because I'm good at my job, they've missed the point entirely. That's exactly why it's replacing them. Because it learned from the best. And now it doesn't need you to teach it again. The people who used to keep things organized are now being out-organized by algorithms. It's like competing in a race against a machine that doesn't sleep, doesn't blink, and never stops running. And once a company sees that difference in speed and cost, there's no going back. Let's talk about customer service. That voice you hear when you call your bank, your airline, your cell provider. Chances are it's not human anymore. The new generation of AI chat systems, Zendesk AI, Intercom Fin, Forethought, can now understand tone, intent, even sarcasm. They pause, they empathize, they apologize. They sound more polite than half the managers you've met. And they never get tired, never raise their voice, never ask for a raise. One telecom giant ran a blind test between their AI system and real agents. The results? Customers couldn't tell the difference. In fact, most said they preferred the AI. Why? Because it was faster, calmer, and always available. That's when leadership made the call. Keep one human supervisor and let the AI handle the rest. That single decision replaced hundreds of jobs overnight. But while AI replaced the voice on the phone, it also created new voices.
Okay, let's
the ones behind the curtain,
units
designing how the
faster
machines
data
talk.
transfer.
The ones who survive are the ones who teach the
optimize for
AI how to
efficiency.
replace them. For years, creatives thought they were safe. Robots can't be creative,
Our
they
current
said.
data models
But then came
suggest a
Jasper,
shift towards
Copy
interactive,
AI,
personalized
ChatGPT-4, and suddenly, creativity wasn't protected anymore. Marketers now use AI to generate ad copy, headlines, product descriptions, entire campaigns. What used to take an agency 2 weeks now takes 2 prompts. A small business that used to pay $5,000 for a marketing team now pays $50 a month for the same output. And yes, the writing's on the wall, literally, written by AI. The people who've learned to use these tools aren't scared, they're unstoppable. They don't use AI to write for them. They use it to amplify them. 10 drafts instead of 1. 10 ad variations tested in minutes. A creative pipeline that never sleeps. The divide is getting wider every day. Writers who resist AI are competing with writers who use it like a creative army. It's not a battle of talent anymore. It's a battle of speed. And in that war, the human who knows how to direct the machine will always win. If your job involves repetition, spreadsheets, invoices, data transfers, you're not in danger, you're already gone. Automation tools like UiPath, Make.com, and Zapier have silently eaten the back end of the global workforce. Entire departments reduced to one person monitoring dashboards. You probably haven't seen it because it doesn't make headlines. There's no photo of a machine taking someone's desk. It just stops being needed. A shipping company used to have 12 people in logistics. Now, it has 2. Both watching automated workflows that never break. The people who understood those systems best, the ones who could have learned to automate them, were too busy doing the same repetitive work to learn how. They were too efficient to stop, and too irreplaceable to adapt. AI doesn't just eliminate inefficiency. It eliminates the people who don't make time to evolve. But the ones who do, they become something new. Automation architects. The ones designing the systems that replaced everyone else. Let's talk about one industry everyone said was safe: film, design, art, music, except it's not. AI is no longer just text, it's visual, it's auditory, it's cinematic. Tools like Runway, VO3, and Pika Labs can now turn a few words into film-quality visuals. 11 labs can clone any voice in minutes. Suno can make entire songs from text. It's mind-blowing and terrifying, because this isn't just speeding up creation, it's redefining who gets to create. Before, you needed a studio, a crew, a budget. Now, you just need an idea and a laptop. One creator with AI can now do what used to take a whole production team. And the result? Smaller teams, fewer entry-level jobs, more competition, and less margin for error. But there's opportunity hidden in that chaos, because while AI can create visuals, it still can't tell stories. It can paint the scene, but it doesn't know why the hero hesitated, why the silence mattered. And that's the gap creative humans fill. The difference between an AI output and human art is emotion, that invisible layer you can't code, because the only thing stronger than synthetic creativity is authentic connection. So, yes, AI is replacing jobs, thousands, maybe millions, and it's happening faster than anyone expected, but that's not where the story ends. And in part 2, we're going to flip the script. The AI tools that don't replace jobs, but make people unstoppable, because the future doesn't belong to those who fear AI, it belongs to those who use it. So, we've seen what AI can take, but now it's time to talk about something more important. What it can give back. Because while millions of jobs are being erased, something just as powerful is happening quietly in the background. A new class of workers is being born, not to fight AI, but to command it. They're not scared of automation. They are automation. And in this half of the video, you're going to learn exactly who they are, what tools they use, and how you can join them before the rest of the world catches up. Let's start with the one place people thought was untouchable, healthcare, because while AI has replaced assistants and writers, it's reviving doctors. Hospitals used to drown in paperwork. Doctors spent half their shift typing instead of treating. But now, systems like MedPalm, Glass AI, and Hippocratic AI listen during appointments, transcribe everything, and generate medical notes instantly. No more late-night charting, no more burnout from endless admin. AI doesn't steal the doctor's job, it gives it back, and the same thing is happening everywhere. In therapy, AI companions are helping people practice mindfulness when no one else is around. In surgery, robots guided by AI precision reduce human error. In diagnostics, algorithms catch diseases doctors can't see yet. That's the pattern you need to see. Everywhere AI takes something away, it's handing something new to those who adapt. Remember when teachers panicked after ChatGPT launched? Everyone thought students would just cheat their way through everything, but what's actually happened is something incredible. Tools like Conmigo, Socratic, and Quizlet QChat have turned education into something personal. AI tutors can now sit beside a student, explain math concepts in their tone, their pace, their language. They never lose patience. They never run out of examples. Instead of grading 80 essays, they spend their energy mentoring. Instead of standing at the front of a room, they're guiding from behind the screen, watching AI data show which students are struggling before the student even says it. The teachers who feared AI are being replaced by teachers who use it. And that same principle applies everywhere. The tool doesn't kill the worker. The worker kills themselves by refusing to learn the tool. If there's any field built on words, logic, and repetition, it's law, perfect AI territory. Tools like Harvey and Casetext Co-Counsel can now analyze thousands of legal documents, identify contradictions, and even write briefs. It sounds like a lawyer's worst nightmare, but it's not. Because when paralegals panic, partners profit. Senior lawyers who understand AI are now closing cases faster than ever. They let the algorithms handle the grunt work, while they focus on judgment. And judgment is something no code can replicate. Because AI can tell you what's legal, but it can't tell you what's right. That's the dividing line. And if your job relies on judgment, not repetition, you are irreplaceable, for now. Numbers don't lie, but they can hide. And for decades, finance was built on people who could read those hidden stories. Accountants, auditors, analysts. Now, AI sees everything. Platforms like Pigment, Clarity, and ThoughtSpot don't just record data, they interpret it. They spot patterns invisible to humans, predict risks, even recommend strategy. But here's what most don't realize. Those predictions still need interpreters, because AI might tell you a company's profits will fall 12%. But only a human can tell you why. AI can read the numbers. Humans still have to read the room. That's the skill of the future, translation, taking what the machine sees and turning it into what humans can use. And those who master it become indispensable. Now we enter the new frontier, the jobs created by AI. You've probably heard the term prompt engineer. It sounds technical, but really, it's creative. Prompting isn't coding, it's communication. It's knowing how to talk to the machine, how to make it think the way you need it to. The best prompt engineers don't just type instructions, they craft stories, they choreograph outputs, they get paid to make AI smarter. And the crazy part, some are making six figures without a computer science degree. The more precise your thinking, the more powerful the output. And that's just one lane. Every company that adopts AI now needs people to connect it all together. AI operations managers, automation specialists, integration consultants, people who can see how one tool feeds another, how data flows, how to make 10 systems talk like one brain. That's the new middle class of the digital world. The more powerful AI gets, the more dangerous it becomes without human supervision. That's why governments, labs, and corporations are now hiring AI ethicists, bias auditors, and policy designers. Their job isn't to stop AI, it's to guide it, to make sure what it learns reflects what we value. Because AI doesn't understand morality, it doesn't know what fair means, it just knows what works. So while one wave of jobs vanishes under automation, another is rising on the opposite side. The guardians of intelligence itself. And that's one field no robot can replace. People think the biggest risk of AI is automation. It's not. It's comfort. The comfort of thinking, my job's safe. The comfort of believing you're immune because you work in a human field. That's what blinds people. AI doesn't destroy jobs overnight. It erodes them. Piece by piece. Until the title stays the same. But the role has changed entirely. So if you wait until the change is obvious, you've already missed it. That's why the winners of this era won't be the most skilled. They'll be the most curious. Because curiosity is the new form of job security, and fear is just procrastination wearing a suit. So here's the truth most people don't want to hear. Yes, AI will replace millions of jobs, but it will also create millions more. The difference between who gets replaced and who gets rewarded is mindset. You can't outwork a machine, but you can outlearn it. You can't stop AI from coming, but you can choose to meet it halfway. Learn one tool that saves you time, one that multiplies your results, one that changes the way you think about work itself, because the future doesn't belong to those who hide from AI. It belongs to those who train it, those who turn it from threat into teammate. That's the real revolution, not man versus machine, but man and machine together. So now ask yourself, when AI shows up at your job, are you going to fight it or teach it what to do? Because make no mistake, AI won't take your job, but someone using AI will. Thanks for watching. If you're still here, you're already ahead of 90% of people. Now stay there, because the next video will show you exactly how to use these tools before they use you.